I thought that maybe my name is mixed up. MS, you still there?
Yeah, KM6MS, Mike in Valencia. And what's your call?
Yeah, hey, MS, you have Whiskey Sugar 7 Kilo in Idaho here. You copy me okay?
Yeah, you're not as loud as the other folks, but you're just about, maybe about a 5 or a 6.
Oof, that hurts to receive, but that's okay. I'm getting some static here, so not as loud as it was the other night, but you're coming in about S8.
Okay. And we're live on YouTube, N6MUD. Good evening, everyone.
Over in Sacramento, Idaho.
Hey, man, I didn't check the meter there, but you're almost matching my AGC bar, which puts you at about 15 over.
Ooh, yeah. Hello, everybody else. Mike and Krager and anybody else on frequency and YouTube. Hello.
I was 25 over.
Yeah, we got some good band conditions. JMG came up to 10 over.
We traded one carrier for another carrier.
I'm just gonna notch that one out. Unless do you guys want to move, or do you want to? I'm just gonna notch it out.
I was looking at 274, looks clean, and then 10 down is clean, all the way down. So I don't know. It's up to you, Craig. You're driving the boat here.
I don't want to go too far down because then we get the curiosity of the jammers. If the closer we get to 260, the higher likely is a jammer is going to join us.
Hey, Mike, how you doing, bud?
Oh, I'm doing good. Yeah, I just finished up my last stage of my kitchen. Got my induction stove in. I threw away about 50 pounds of pans that didn't work, and so I'm all done.
Oh, very nice. Have you been doing a remodel?
I remodeled my kitchen. Cabinets, ceiling lights, appliances, just stuff. So it all looks brand spanking new now.
It's gotta feel good.
That it's over with. I was talking to Craig about it, the induction. It's something to get used to. It took me about an hour to figure out how to use it, and then it hooks to your phone, so you can control your oven by an app on your phone, which sounds cool, but I don't know when I'd use that. But I don't know. It's there.
Yeah, how many amps which one did you go with? The Bosch, or did you go with another one?
I went with the Samsung, and it's a 40 amp. Real nice. It works great.
Induction cooktops. Yeah, I've always been a gas cooktop kind of guy, but that's pretty cool, man.
This is the way.
I want to, but I don't. That was not an option, so I went with this, and so far I'm happy with it. I just don't like controls that are like touch buttons. I like knobs.
Yeah, that's the only thing that sucks about induction. Is first of all, there's a lot of pluses, Smitty, to induction, but it does take you a little getting used to. And the second thing is, my HF radio destroys it on 20. I'm kind of curious, how's your HF RF getting into that oven there, Mike, when you're on 20 meters?
Well, I don't know. I haven't ever. I guess I could have somebody get on it, and then I'll go watch it and see if it starts lighting up.
Wait. Forgive me for just a second here, because I think I missed a step. So when you transmit, RFI gets into your oven? Boy, that is dangerous RFI right there.
Boil some tea.
Yeah, it actually turns it on, and it puts it at a temperature of 999. It does a bunch of stuff, Smitty, and it beeps and makes noise, and it tells me to call tech support. And to fix it, sometimes I got to flip the breaker, shut it off, and turn it back on again. So I don't do much on 20 meters anymore. I didn't really used to anyway, but so anything more than a couple hundred watts, it creates havoc.
Man, I'll tell you what.
Can you put it on lock?
I like my stove and my cooktop and my oven. I like them analog, where fire.
Yeah, and Mike, yeah, I tried the lock functionality, both lockouts, the oven and the stove, and it doesn't matter. It still does it. RF gets into the circuitry or something. So, and this is a common thing. It's just not me. It's happened. It's all over the place, and there's really no fix for, as far as I can tell.
And it's only on 20 meters.
In 6R RV.
Hey, Scott. Good evening.
Good evening, boys. Just want to check in, doing a flyby, and everyone sounds good down here in Mission Viejo. Hey, James, how's it going?
Good evening there, Scott. And then, Smitty, K70LJ.
Hey there, Eric. How you Excuse me. How you doing, man?
Oh, well, we're doing pretty good. Can't complain. Got some rest yesterday evening, so I was able to come home early today like normal. Fingers crossed. I better knock on wood. I don't get a call.
Give me a few minutes, all right? I'll have some ready for you. Okay, I'm sorry. That was inappropriate.
All right, just don't run into that power pole, all right?
Yeah, man, you've you've had it at all ends lately.
Are we in tonight?
I believe the answer to that question is yes, we are live.
Yeah, Scotty, we're live. Just turned the stream on about 10 minutes ago.
What's up, James?
Smitty, did you happen to notice, I think you're the right guy to ask, did you notice any strange artifacts on Craig's prior transmission?
I did, and I think I have mentioned this to Craig before. It's a weird, Craig, keep talking, man. I heard it. I know what you're talking.
Yeah, I've got some issues. It's cutting in and out. It does it on the receive too. Kind of what was happening on my last computer. I just haven't had a chance to figure out what's causing it. But yeah, my voice would cut in and out sporadically once in a while, and I've noticed that. I don't know. It's been doing it for the last couple of days now.
Are you using VAC?
Roger that. Yeah, I'm using the VAC and I'm using WAS API.
Ever click on it, right-click it, and see if you got any overflows?
Oh yeah, there's tons of overflows right now. So when it gets in this issue, I think I might have to just increase my ring buffer. Give me a second. It's set at 13, which it usually is, but I haven't really tried to diagnose it. It's just started doing this a couple nights ago.
Craig, the port and the ring buffer options there, it'll default to, I think it's like 100 milliseconds of delay, but if you're not monitoring it through FETUS, it shouldn't matter much, and I'm pretty sure that'll go away.
Okay, can you repeat the first part of that? I was increasing my ring buffer, so the receive went out. What was that, James?
If you uncheck the ring buffer and uncheck the port buffer deal, see if it still happens. It'll add a little bit of latency, but it may rid yourself of the issue.
Yeah, I can do that. I'm just trying to manually increase it till I get to a point where it's okay. Give me 1 sec here.
That 13 is real low.
I've never had any issues until now, so I don't know. Anyway, I was up to 50 now.
Hey, I don't even use that. I use ASIO, but that seems to work better for me.
Yeah, I can't do that when I'm streaming. I'm handicapped there. Yeah, copy MX1209 on the stream on YouTube there. Yeah, like I see, I'm getting overflows now. Did it do it right now? Because I just saw a bunch of overflows blow up there.
Roger.
So should I uncheck it on port, audio, and ring buffer, James, or just ring buffer?
I had an issue like that not too long ago when I was still using VAC, and I unchecked all 4 boxes. Added delay was like 100 milliseconds delay, but if, again, you're not monitoring within Thetis, it should be transparent to you.
Okay, well, I just did that. Let's see what happens here. I'll monitor it, but N6MUD San Diego, hoping to fix this underflow, overflow issue I'm getting.
Why does it seem like that was clean? And why does it seem like every day of the week one of us is troubleshooting something?
Well, we passed it around. It started with you, Smitty.
It really did, right? Man, one of us gets things fixed up, and then something else creeps up on somebody else, and holy cow, I need to find new handprints.
I think we'd be bored if it didn't.
Right? I think it's just the hobby.
I've been in that box many times, N6RRV.
Scott
Well,
just
and
gave
we're
up
also-
and put the Apache to the shelf.
Well, also, we're in a realm of the hobby, too, right now that's, I don't want to say experimental, but it's definitely different than just, a 101 MP, transmitting, for example.
We're at the pinnacle, at the top of the mountain, and all that's left to climb, Smitty, is the steps now.
There you go. Much more eloquently put than what I was trying to get out there.
Yeah, all my cables are a rat's nest. I'm afraid to touch them because everything's working.
Hey, James, you're about an S9 down here. Sounding good.
You're about, I got the tail end of that, about 10 over S9.
Yeah, 40 meters is doing okay tonight.
There's a station out there that I could hear very. You have a lot of RF in your audio, by the way, and you're very weak. But we did hear you.
I think you heard him on upper sideband.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, you were hearing his splatter.
KO6 OBL.
Was that an OVO station?
I thought a K something 6 OVL.
Kilo Oscar 6 Oscar Bravo.
Oh, OBO. Oh, Bravo O.
Oscar Bravo,
Good evening,
Oscar.
gentlemen.
How are
Just
you
thought I'd
tonight?
jump
Where
in and
are
say,
you? Where are you
Kilo
reaching in
Oscar
from?
6 Oscar Bravo Lima, California City.
He's really lied to me, but he said California.
California City.
We're in California, OBO.
California City. Kern
Oh,
County.
California City. I know right where you are.
Bakersfield, Palmdale, Lancaster.
I know California City quite well, in fact, and I know the origin of California City, which a lot of people don't. My family is from Ridgecrest.
Roger that. I'm on their search team up in Ridgecrest.
Very good. Yeah, that's. I know California City. You guys have that giant. Well, I don't know how new that is now, but that giant solar array is out there. I think the Beacon Power Plant. Is that right?
Roger. There's solar out here. There's wind turbines. The desert is now just covered with them. Go ahead.
What do the locals think about that power plant? I'm kind of curious.
Well, it just depends who you ask. The other big business out here is the marijuana growth facility. All these things just bring in their taxes. But, I don't like all the solar arrays out here. It doesn't help us. It goes to Los Angeles.
All right. Well, I have to apologize. You're very light to me, so I'm kind of struggling to hear you, my friend. But I did want to pick you up there, California City. Hello and good evening.
Thank you for the comeback. You guys have a good evening. Theo Cisco BL.
You as well have a great evening. Hopefully you're staying cool out there too.
Hey, isn't there supposed to be an eclipse of some sort tonight?
Yes, there is.
Can you see it out there in Idaho?
Presently, no. There's a bunch of cloud cover. And I have an additional question for Craig.
Yeah, go, James.
I noticed you were very quickly swapping through your settings there so as to prevent my eyesight. But I can't help but notice you have a 4 dB gain on your TX. Why is that?
Yeah, let me take a look here on my mic. To get my mic at 0, yeah, hold on. Sorry. Yeah, so, actually, yeah, that's way over. So let me bring that down to 0. N6MUD. I don't know how that happened, James. I think sometimes when I accidentally switched my profile, when I switched it back to my regular profile, some of my settings got messed up, and maybe that's causing this issue. But I took away that 4 dB.
That sounds clean. That whole transmission was good.
Good evening,
I
gentlemen.
concur.
Good evening.
Randy?
That is I.
Hello, Randy, from Potato Head James.
Yeah. From what? From the Turtle Head?
Potato Head.
Oh.
Potato Head. Oh.
Yeah, Randy, what is up? I haven't heard from you in a while. Scott here.
Hi, Scott. We spoke on the phone.
Yeah, I know. That's the last time we spoke. I haven't heard from you since. So
We spoke on the phone last week.
yeah, so how's everything?
last
Tell us. Give us an update.
It was last week.
Yeah, that's right. Last week.
Yeah, it's been 7 days. Oh, my God. Oh,
You busted his
what has
balls here,
happened?
Randy?
Oh, my gosh. Anyway, nice to hear you. Hope everything is well.
Everything's good, man. Can't complain. Went up to Idaho, visited James last week, and a lot of fun, and picked up a house myself with my wife. So we're in the process of furnishing it. So it's all good.
Can you find work up there?
I don't need to find work up there. I got my Zoom work. I can work from anywhere, any location on the planet, so long as I got internet.
Oh, that's wonderful. So are you going to move there permanently?
Not right now. It's a temporary escape hatch location for the time being. It's a vacation / escape venue, and we'll see about the future. But right now, it's just kind of a, go up there every month or two, every couple months, and spend a couple weeks, and then come back, do it again, and that's it right now.
Excellent. I'm glad you had fun with your kids.
Yeah, it was great. Great seeing my granddaughter too.
Good for you. And hi, Craig and Smitty.
Hello.
And good evening, Randy.
You guys all sound wonderful. Band's noisy, but hell, you're all 5.9++.
Yeah, I have an Idaho question. CAN 6MS.
I'll try to offer an answer.
Idaho's always known for their potatoes, but whenever I'm up there, all I see is mainly sugar beets. Is that one of the major crops along with the potatoes?
Oh, yeah, big time. Near Nampa, which is to my west, that's all you're going to smell, especially because they have the state's biggest refinement factory deal there. Another one is corn. There's corn everywhere. Potato, that type of stuff is in the northwest, I believe, but not so much down here in the southwest. Too hot.
I was always amazed how they could make sugar, which is a delightful product out of something so nasty as a beet. I can't stand a beet, but I like the sugar.
You won't find me eating beets either.
Tastes like rust and blood mixed together with a little dirt.
I'm not a vampire, so no good here.
I love beets.
Beats are good for you. Back in a few, guys. N6RRV.
All right, Scott, and we got Russia R3IBZ listening to us on the stream. So good evening. Hopefully everyone out there is doing good, and you've got an RF kit question. So yeah, maybe we can answer it. Go ahead.
Yeah, KA6JR. I haven't widened up yet, so I'll have to go in there and do it. I was just wondering how much power you drive your RF kit with to get your 1400 watts out of it.
Yeah, hey, good evening. I typically, let me see my drive power. It's right here. Drive power 1212 is about 14 watts right there at the peak, 14 watts, giving me 1450.
Yeah, I don't know why. I've never been able to get that much power out of it. I mean, I run mine at like 24 watts, and I'm only getting like maybe 1200 out of it.
How's your SWR?
I'm running it through a vertical, but it seems to do it on most bands. SWR is good. I pretty much only run resonant antennas.
Yeah, so it's kind of typical, man. If I want to do a carrier, if I do a tune carrier, if I hit the tune button right now, I think my tune, it'll go up to like maybe 20 watts drive. But when I'm talking, obviously it's not full power, right? So it's up as I'm talking here, it's going up to maybe 14 or 15 max.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. I've never been able to get the drive out of it that I thought I should with the drive power on sideband. And if I throw a carrier, I can usually get there, but I've got to put a lot more than 14 to get the 1400 out.
Sideband isn't full duty carrier or full duty cycle, rather. You're not going to get it.
Yeah, I guess what he's comparing his to mine. So he's seeing me do it, and he wants to know how am I doing it. I'm just doing it. I don't know. It could be something to do with the compression and all that. But what's the radio are you doing it with?
I'm running it Flex 6600 right now, but it does the same thing on my DX10. When I had it hooked up to that, it was kind of the same thing.
Well, you got a good sounding Flex, if that's any consolation.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. And this is actually, I'm running Ether now. I downloaded it the other night after I was on here talking to you guys, and I played with my EQ a little bit. I'm pretty new at all this, so this is kind of where I landed. So I don't know how close I got, but this is kind of where I ended up.
My recommendation from Idaho is you need to ski ramp your treble from about 2.5 gradually upwards, because you have a roll-off at 3K.
Okay, I can go ahead now a little bit.
The ether is why you sound so good, by the way.
Yeah, honestly, I run my receive completely flat, and I almost feel like I got slightly better sounding receive listening to you guys on ether than I did on Smart SDR.
Yeah, you're not the first person to say that. I think Ryan mentioned the same thing. He says that everyone sounds better on ether, which is crazy. You figure the receive side, right? Audio, maybe it's how it processes the signal, but it's crazy that you can switch software and all of a sudden everyone sounds better. You're assuming no DSP, right? Just straight audio.
Yeah, I'm just running it straight. I use the Behringer wing, the rack. So I've got it running straight into there, but I have I've got no EQ on it coming in at all.
Be curious to hear you when you get your EQ for the highs bumped up a little bit.
Okay, I'm talking too much. Let me go ahead and get it done.
And can you go out to maybe 5 or 6 wide and open up the bandwidth?
I should be
I think
6
he
wide
is
right
at
now.
5
I've
or
got it
6
set
wide,
at
Craig.
20 to 6,000.
Okay, I just kind of see it here on my end. Okay.
It's something's tapering off. And I think my theory is something in the flex, the hardware side of it. It's like there's like a threshold you have to beat, and then all of a sudden it's like a floodgate, and that lets it through.
Okay, I've bumped my my 3K to 5K range up a couple dB.
Can you shush in the mic like shh? So yeah, you are 6 wide. It's just like something is suppressing as you're talking. Everything above like 3.2 is very, very quiet.
Okay, well, let me go ahead and try to just... You said 3.2, so I'm going to go ahead and boost up my... there we go. So I went ahead and boosted another 2 or 3 dB there.
That's getting better.
For that sector of the neighborhood. Like your 4K, put that at, I don't know what it is right now, but arbitrarily, put that at like 6 dB, put 5K at maybe like 7 dB, put 6 at 8 dB.
Okay, I took 6 and added quite a bit to 6, and I went ahead and boosted 3, 4, and 5 also while I was at it.
Bingo.
Getting better, Smitty, you hearing this?
Oh yeah, definitely going in the right direction.
There is a little bit of a hole after where it was tapering at about like 3.5, 3.6. I don't know how granular your EQ is, but can you boost somewhere around like 3.5?
Yeah, I can go ahead and do more on 3.5. Okay, so I took 3.5 up a little bit there. What did that do for me?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to use a little more audio.
Okay, I went ahead and added more at 3.5. And I'm actually doing all my EQ. I'm not doing it in Ether. I'm doing it in the Behringer Wing rack. So I've got graphic EQ, and I've also got parametric.
Yeah, you should play this back on the stream from when you first started out this evening to now. You'd notice a dramatic difference there. Sounds a lot better.
Okay, good. Well, thanks, guys. Yeah, I'll go back and listen to all of it here when I shut up.
Is there any way you can take a screenshot of your plug-in there and put it on n6mud.com?
Yeah, I can go ahead and do that. Let me do it real quick.
It's better. It's certainly better than when you started, but it still has like a weird fall off at about 3.5 upwards, and then when you trigger it with your shushes and your sizzling sausages, it comes up again. But it's almost like you have to get beyond the break point. Are you running some type of multi-band compression?
Yeah, that actually could be it. Oh, and yeah, and it's actually hitting it too hard with all those changes. It's definitely stepping in there.
Step it back just a bit, either via ratio or per band threshold, but it's certainly on the right direction. I'm curious to see what that EQ looks like.
Okay, so I actually turned off the multi-band compression entirely, so I don't know what that did for me, but I'll take a screenshot here and go ahead and post it.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you were squeezing your highs too much with that compression. Maybe what you could do is use the compression, but don't compress as much, and then on the high side, make your output after the fact a little bit higher.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. I didn't realize I had it EQ'd differently before, and it was hardly engaging at all. So after we boosted it that much, it was really clipping it.
Or something happened when he removed the split band.
What's that, Randy? Repeat.
Something happened when he removed the split band. It's kind of grungy now.
Yeah. No, we know that. I hear that too. But his split band deal was squeezing down too much on his high ends. Now we got to find the compromise point.
We got to find your dad to sell him one of the Optimals.
Oh yeah, that's not going to happen in this lifetime. He's a disciple of that.
Ha ha! I love it. Hey, you guys are making fun of my EP earlier.
Cut out there. Say that again.
Oh, yeah. I have to get a new push-to-talk thing here. You guys were making fun of my MP earlier.
I wasn't. What happened?
Nothing. You guys sound like I'm coming in here with an MP. Smitty was putting down my Yaesu.
Whoa.
Yep, I heard him.
Randy, are you on it right now?
Yeah, doesn't it sound great?
I give it like a 6 out of 10. I would never lie to you, but something's a little soft tonight.
What does it sound like? You know what I did? I optically hooked it up. Is it not enough audio yet?
It just needs a little bit more brilliance.
Yes.
You know, that's what I noticed. Isn't that interesting? I wonder if I turn the EQ off by accident.
You just have there's just a little bit of mud there. But I wasn't pooping on your radio there.
Oh, yes, you were.
You'll know when Smitty takes a poop.
All right, I hope so. Well, let me add a drop more highs to it, please.
All right, I'm looking at the EQ image here. Nice job. I don't know. I would do a more of a cut at 160. You don't have any cut at 160. I would say cut at 160. What do you think, James?
Sorry, I doubled it. Yeah, cut 160, but make the 4K as high as the 5K.
I've got a couple more pictures coming there.
All right, boys. I added a little bit more brilliance. Is that better?
You go a little bit more?
It's better, but something's still a little funky here.
All right, there we go. Yeah, well, like I said, I'm feeding it optically now, and I might not have enough drive.
When you say you're feeding it optically, what do you mean, honestly?
Well, I'm running optical out. I'm feeding the Icom and the Kenwood optically, and now I'm feeding the Anon and the Yaesu optically with SPDIF output, so I don't go through any transformers, anything, no RF. So it would change because my frequency response got better, so it's probably got more low end.
You can confirm that. I think you need a better boost at 4, maybe.
All right, I'll try. But it changed it somewhat. You know what? I'm going to come back on the Kenwood. Let's see if the Kenwood sounds good. And then I'll mess with this on my own. But I'll be back in a sec. I'm going to come back on the 990.
Roger.
Yeah, James, did you see KA6JR's picture there? There's additional... He took a photo of the parametric. He's got a lot of cuts at 160. Oh, he's got a big cut at 160.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I think the only next step for him is to kind of subtly add back that multi-band deal he was running.
Yeah, I went ahead and just turned it back on, and the cut's not as big as it was before, and I could probably even take it out a little more.
In like 30,000 foot view, I forgot your call sign, what your name is. I'm terrible at that, and I'm too lazy to get my pen and paper. It's like way better than when you first came on.
Okay, good. Well, I'm like when the 3-year-old hits the T-ball off the tee and it rolls 5 feet, and you smile and clap your hands. That's kind of the level I'm at.
Would say, though, just chewing on it, maybe drop the 3K down. I think it's like 3.15 on your graphic. I don't know if you have that in your parametric, but you're getting a little ringy around like 3.15.
Yeah, I can go ahead and drop that one down a little bit. Let me go ahead and do it right now. There, I cut about a dB.5 out. I don't know if that did anything.
Yeah. It's not such a bright hot spot on the waterfall now.
Yeah, he's sounding good on the 990 here.
Okay, Randy, let's hear it.
Okay, I'm feeding this one optically. KK7 Tango Victor.
This has way more highs than your Yaesu does.
Yeah, it just needs to be re-EQ'd. But this sounds good?
Yeah, it's how I expect it to sound. That's a nice sound to it.
Good. You know, I picked up a 7851.
What did you do that for?
Because someone came along at an incredible price.
Only to flip it a month later, right?
No, I got it in line. I love it. It's beautiful radio.
Well, I don't doubt that. I hope your desk is like 3 inches thick.
Well, it is. I do have them all next to each other. I still have the 7800, but I always wanted a 7850 or a 7851, and one came by, and I said, oh, my gosh. I could come back on it. It sounds real good.
Your 7800's going to be on QRZ shortly.
What's that?
Your 7800, because you don't need it anymore, right?
No, I don't sell anything.
Yeah, you're like me and guns, man.
I don't sell my guns either.
I only did that one time in my life, and I regret it still.
You have a judge?
Well, my uncle does down the highway a bit, and that's a cool piece.
Yeah, I was thinking, I don't have that. I have everything else, but I'd love to have a judge. All right, I'm going to come back on the Icom. I want you to criticize my Icom.
Okay, well, pull your pants up.
All right, you got to remember, it costs as much as a little SUV.
N6MUD, San Diego, live streaming for AD.
WS7K in Idaho.
Whiskey, Bravo 1 Golf.
Hello, November 6, Mike Sierra.
K7ELJ.
Yeah, that 7851, just by the pictures, it looks like it's almost as heavy as a Range Rover.
That 7851, that's like the 990. It's like a tank.
I'm kind of curious, Smitty or James, have you guys heard any artifacts in my transmit audio? I'm kind of still hearing it in the receive, but I'm kind of curious if you guys heard it in the transmit.
That was very clean.
Oh
boy.
The TCXO has to warm up in this guy, but she'll come on frequency. All right, here's the 7851.
Oh, wow, that actually sounds really nice for 3K, Randy, no joke.
Yeah, really good, Randy. It sounds much better than the last time I talked to you on it.
That is surprising for a 52-pound radio.
Yeah, I think they just made 374 of these or something like that. Anyway, I got it at an incredible price. And I'm the second owner, and it's beautiful.
Bravo on that crap if it sounds that good.
Yeah, Randy.
Yeah, that's what my friend said. He said, "Oh my God, Ray, that doesn't sound like an Icom."
Yeah, Randy, it sounds better than I heard you on that a couple nights ago.
Yeah. Oh, you know why? I didn't have it set up correctly. I was feeding it to the modulator. And I said, you know what, this has optical. Let me feed it optical. So I bought a splitter, a powered splitter, because I have just one optical output from the A to D converter after the Omnia Volt. I feed the converter, and I said, you know what, let me feed all the radios. So I have everything fed. In fact, I'm going to come back on the Anon. I want you guys to tell me if my Anon sounds good, because I'm feeding it optically now.
Randy, it's missing the typical Icom ringiness, the phase distortion. It doesn't exist on this radio.
That's wonderful. You know why? Got a better clock.
And Randy, it's I think that Icom right there sounds better than the Kenwood. I'm sure you can mess around with the Kenwood to make it sound better. But for right now, I think the Icom does sound better than the Kenwood, which is kind of strange.
I know, isn't that interesting? One radio at a time, boys. I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to come back. The most important radio that I'm feeding, I'm using an A to D converter. I'm going optically into analog. I want to see how the Anand sounds. I'll be back in a sec, boys.
Did you catch that, Craig? Why does it not have the ring sound?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it doesn't sound like an Icom. I don't know. Maybe it's just that that particular radio has got better audio circuitry or something. I don't know.
It's either that or a better processor. I don't know.
I mean, 7851, isn't that Icom's flagship radio? I think it is, right?
I believe you're right. I think it's been out for like 10 years.
I think it's actually been out longer than that.
That's
I'm pretty
the
sure.
only Icom I've heard to date that sounds as good as that one does.
It's very, very smooth sounding.
Well, gentlemen, I think I'm going to pull the plug. I'm going to go kick back with the wife for a little bit. And, well, tomorrow's Friday, so I'll try to jump on the radio if you guys send out a text.
All right, Eric. Hey, man, thanks for jumping on. Enjoy your Friday.
See you later. In fact, I'm going to join you. I got some more Korean TV show to watch here with the YL. She's waiting for me. If you hear Randy, I'll go back on the stream and listen to it.
No, I'm here. I got. Hey, everything looks. I have intermittent on my talk. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, that's the Randy I know. Hey, I got to peel off here, dude. But it's good to hear you yet again, and good job on that Icom. It sounds really nice. WS7K, I got to head out.
Yeah, 73K, 70LJ. I'm out of here too.
Take care, gents.
Catch you guys later. And Randy, I think this is the first time I've heard an Anand fed like that. So interesting. It sounds really good.
Well, hang on a second. I got to. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Wonderful. Yeah. It's. I had to raise the gains just a little bit, but it should be perfect. I mean, it should sound exactly like it did. But RF proof now, buddy. I'm not getting any talk back on the speakers. I mean, everything's working wonderful. I also got a tiny little analog run. I'm running an A to D converter, of course, because I got to feed it analog. But hopefully it sounds just like it's supposed to.
Sounds pretty clean to me. What do you think, Smitty? Sound good to you?
Oh yeah, it definitely sounds really good. And you've encouraged me. Sorry about that. I just hit the pop filter. You've encouraged me because I really want to get one of these topping DACs. And when I get one, it will allow me to go AES audio in, which is XLR digital in, directly to the radio. And so that's, yeah, I mean, I'm not having an RF problem these days, so that's why I'm not really motivated.
I love it because it's great. I mean, it just gets rid of everything. Yeah, I don't have any transformers, no isolation transformers, no matching transformers, none of that stuff anymore. I pulled all that stuff out of line because there's no electrical hookup anymore. It's all optical, if you think about it. So I don't have to run any of that. I don't have to worry about ground lifts or ground faults or floating grounds or this or that. So that's why I did it. I'll fix the ASU, and the Kenwood I could remodify because I was feeding the Kenwood analog. I was feeding every radio on this bench analog. The only one I was feeding with digital was the 7800. But I'm also feeding that.
Yeah, Randy, Damon KJ70, I believe he feeds his Kenwood optically as well, digitally, and it sounds amazing.
Who's that?
Damon, KJ7E. I think you've talked to him, right?
Of course, I knew him when he was a teenager.
Yeah, he feeds his the same way. So yeah, it's a real thing. A few guys do it, but I think you're the first one I've heard that does it to the Anon.
That works great with a little A to D converter, and the Yaesu too. I'm going into the the digital port in the back. Gives you the full range audio. I'm to put a new cord on here. My cord is poop. The RCA jumper I have, so I'll be back in a sec. If nobody's here, no worries. I'll be listening, but I'm gonna go get a cord.
Yeah, that's pretty cool that he's doing that. It makes me want to get back on the bandwagon and do my little digital air chain.
Yeah, hey, did you, by the way, Smitty, did you see Damon's latest video of his shack? It's got over 750,000 views, and it's only been out for a few days now.
I have not, but I got to check that out actually. So he's feeding his gear. Is it optically or AES or what?
I don't know. He doesn't really go into that part of it. It's just an overall summary of his shack and everything. I'm just saying the fact is that his video got so many hits, and I know Damon, he listens to the stream from time to time, so congratulations, Damon, on that video, man. That thing went viral really quick there. I didn't even know there's 750 hams out there, 750,000 hams out there licensed that would even want to view a video, so that's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. I mean, my ESSB YouTube presentation has hit 500 views, and I was all excited about that. But not 37,000 or 3,700.
No, 700. His Damon's videos got over 750,000, I think.
750? Yeah, God, I didn't think there was enough hams to even do that. Maybe it's radio people. I don't know.
Hey boys, Radio Freeback. Just got back in with James, the stabilizing binoculars, to check out the eclipse. I love those binocs, and it looks pretty nice tonight. From where we are, it's pretty clear to see the eclipse out there. It's low on the horizon, but it came out pretty nice.
Is it out there now?
Roger.
The last one he made 5 days ago, Ham Radio Shack, has 8,400 views.
No, I think it's got 800,000, doesn't it?
Oh, no, 8.4K.
Oh, maybe I misread it then.
156 views.
Oh, I must have misread it. I thought it said 700K or something.
What am I missing? What is the view?
8,456 at this moment. If he had naked girls on there, it would be 845,000.
Okay, yeah, I must have misread it. Sorry about that, guys. Something happened.
No worries. I still like Damon. I'm going to go look at the moon. I'll be right back.
Craig, what site is Damon's talking about, that Damon has?
I just go to YouTube and type KJ7E, and he did a video of a shack. I swear that thing said 700,000 views like a couple days ago, but I must have misread it. It's like 8,000. So, but it's a good video. It's a real good video. But he's got a really nice shack.
What radio is he using right now? Is he using the Orban 7100?
He's using an Orban, but he's using a TS 990.
Oh, he's got the 990. Okay, I didn't know he had a 990. I know he likes his Orban. And I think, I don't know if he's got a Yaesu, but I haven't heard him on the 990 yet.
Yeah, I think it's an RE27 or an RE20 and a 990. He's got all of his all band and all of his EQ and that and 2496, but he's got a lot of other cool stuff in his shack as well.
He has an old Optimod AM, the brown face with the vertical meter.
Oh, one of those units. Yeah, I'm familiar.
Back in the day.
Yeah, that's
I'm sure
the one.
there are several of those that are still on the air.
Absolutely.
Randy, you sound different. Did you get on a different radio?
Yeah, I'm on the Anon.
Okay, what were you on earlier?
I was on the 7851, the Kenwood 990, and the Acer.
All right, you're on the Anon now. Okay, sounds good.
I'm A to D'ing it. I'm hitting it with a. I'm hitting it with the digital audio, with the fiber optic.
You know, if you keep saying that, it's gonna cause me to go out and buy this new DAC that I don't need right now.
You don't have to buy a DAC. All you got to do is get a little A to D converter that's got analog in and a digital out, and you don't have to go nuts.
Yeah, but this Anon, the 7000 DLE, just has unbalanced RCA in, and it just feels weird going from this gear to RCA. I've got a Henry Matchbox and everything, but still, I just haven't done it.
Well, I got rid of all that crap now. I got rid of all the fancy Jensen transformers and this and that and all that stuff. I got rid of about 40 cables when I did this. Listen, I'll be back in a sec.
Roger.
Is still on board?
James cleared out about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah,
He probably went to go see the more Jack Reacher. By the way, when I was in Idaho, I saw several episodes of Reacher. That's pretty addicting.
Yeah, I'm still on I think the first season. Towards the end of it, I need to catch up and get up to speed. I've got a lot to watch, I think. I've got to binge watch that there, Scotty, to get caught up to the current season.
Well, that's what I did. I sat one night and I think I went through 5 episodes in one sitting. So, yeah, those are good. I like those kind of movies.
Did you watch? I know James was into it, but Scotty, did you watch Silo?
No, is that on Netflix or is it on Prime?
Apple TV. None of the above.
Oh, yeah, I got it. You know what? I don't know if I have Apple TV. Is that a subscription?
It is, but I have it all downloaded, so I can. Well, I shouldn't say that on the air. I know somebody that has it all downloaded, so if you wanted to see it, I could probably share it. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. James turned me onto it, and because I'm always kind of looking for new intriguing shows, and I got to tell you, first season, towards the middle of it, I was like, where the hell are they going? And I was having kind of I wasn't that I was losing interest. I was just kind of wondering what the hell was going on and where we were going, and stuck with it. And I'm happy I did, because it's gotten really good.
Well, if you talk to your friend or your buddy that has downloaded, you might want to put a bug in his ear. Maybe he could send me a little snippet so I can see what's going on.
You know, I'll locate that buddy, and I think I have your email. So just keep an eye out on the email, and I'll see what I can do.
Roger, and I'll keep an eye out for it. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Tell your buddy I appreciate it.
I will.
Craig, you're awful loud down here tonight, by the way.
Oh, Scott, you're always loud. You're 20 over all the time, so sound, at least for right now, while the conditions last. I have a quick question, Smitty. So to go optical or digital, right? I think the best path is just to get a DAC that accepts the optical, right? And then just go into your DAC optically, and then from your DAC you just go into the PC where USB or whatever. Is that what you're thinking about doing?
Absolutely. And I think that's the only way I can truly go in digital into the 7000 DLE. I don't know how else I would get optically into it other than going into a DAC either that supports it. With the Orban, though, the Orban doesn't have optical out. The Orban has an XLR connector, which is AES-EBU, which is a broadcast digital standard. It's a fabulous standard, so full digital. One cable, and yeah, at any rate, that's probably the route I'm going to go. I'm not going to convert, because right now, the whole air chain right now is AES-EBU to begin with. So it's just the matter of that last step coming out of the Orban. It's analog right now. Pretty easy to make it digital. Just need a DAC that'll support it.
Yeah, Steve, I think Smitty's saying somehow you got to get the XLR to digital, right? So you got to get your microphone into digital, and that has to happen through a DAC. I think that's what you're saying, right, Smitty?
Actually, that's actually happening in my Aphex 320. So it goes from the Aphex 320 to the Orban, and that's a single XLR. It's not analog. It's if you were to listen to it, it's just pure digital. It's like a digital carrier. And so then coming out of the Orban right now, I'm going from D to A back to analog, going to the DAC in analog, and then the DAC, of course, puts it back to digital. So the goal would be to come out of the Orban AES digital, keep it digital into the DAC, and then there's no D to A at that point. It's literally digital in, and then USB into the radio.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, if that's the only piece, Smitty, that needs to be converted out of the Orban, it seems like that DAC's worth for a purchase somewhere in the near future. And that way you can 100% eliminate all RF from your audio chain, right? It'd be more reliable, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm not really having many issues with reliability, but I got to tell you, though, hearing Randy doing it, I haven't heard anybody else do it, and so I don't mind being second in line. He's doing optical. I will be doing the broadcast standard, which is AES. So I just have to decide whether or not $569 for the stack.
Well, you know why he's doing optical, right? Because his other radios have that optical input. That's why he's doing that.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't. There's nothing wrong with optical. SPDIF is what he's doing, with the kind of the home theater standard there, and nothing wrong with that. Optical is digital, and digital is digital, right? So, yeah, if my radio supported it, I would consider it. But no, for me, it's going to be AES EBU, and I mean, there's a reason that they probably cost this much. This is probably a fine DAC.
I mean, would you sell the SSL2? Would you need the SSL2 anymore if you got this DAC?
I would not, but I mean, hell, I like that DAC enough. I'd find another thing to do with it. Here we go. $499. $499 is what the cost of it right now.
Yeah, we got Steve in there saying that he's got some comments in there, Smitty. He's saying that basically, topping does make outstanding converters. So I think you're going down the right path there.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I've never owned a topping, but they get great ratings, and you get what you pay for, right? And the solid state logic, the SSL2 that Craig and I run, no complaints about it. It's a great device. It's got great RF suppression. It's what I've been on for the last couple years. Craig, you recommended it to me, so nothing wrong with it. The setup's just fine. I'm just being cheap right now. I just am thinking about all the other things that I can use the $500 for other than this DAC, which, to be frank with you, isn't going to make me sound any different to you fine folks. It's just going to look cooler on my desk and in my head. I'm going to know that I'm digital all the way through.
Well, I mean, you never know, Smitty. If you happen to go in behind the wires of your shack and you jiggle some wires around, you could save yourself some hassle from RF getting into that audio there if you're digital all the way through, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, there's no, it's there or it's not there. There's no noise floor.
Comment?
Yeah, come on in.
Sorry, I'm feeling very inadequate here tonight because I'm a very narrow-minded person here. K6EGG.
Hey, what's up, man?
I have a question for you folks. Number one, have you heard of Angry Audio? Number two, has anybody experienced anything with it?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I've heard, but I got to look it up and figure out why that sounds familiar to me.
Yeah, Greg, I've heard of it, N6MUD. And there's some people, I think back east, some guys, that's where I think I heard it. Guys back east were using Angry Audio. They've got some good audio processing gear, but to let you know, as far as I know, none of us out here, at least on the West Coast, use that gear. So I don't have anything bad to say about it. It's just that not anyone around here uses it. Maybe East Coast does.
Copy. Was just looking at processors, mainly for my live stream that I have going right this minute that's competing against another one there that's somebody in here is talking. I'm just trying to get something to level out, and I'd really like to get an Orban, an old school Orban, like an 8100 for this sort of stuff, for radio stuff, but we'll see. All right, I'm sorry. I didn't want to break up your conversation. Just wanted to say hello. K6EGG.
Oh no, you can break in anytime you want. I'm looking at this Angry Audio. This is pretty slick. In fact, it even supports, check this out, Craig, digital over Ethernet.
Oh yeah, man. Like I say, I've heard of it. I just no one out here that I'm aware of actually uses it.
Well, that's got a steep price tag though. If I'm dragging my feed on a D70 for $500, these Angry Audio, the Rebel and the Smooth, like $900.
Yes, Scott88 SA in chat says that it's pretty good stuff there. They make EV mics in the Rebel, so yeah. So anyway, Greg, that's a good. Sounds like a good piece of gear there. If you got some deep pockets, you don't have to spend $900 on a DAC. You can you can lighten the load and spend a couple $100 on a decent DAC too, or whatever you want to do.
He's got that YouTube money coming in from that very successful channel of his.
I have that all turned off.
Oh, you're not monetizing?
Nope.
Yeah.
A good man.
Yeah, I'm not going to monetize. It's such a pain in the ass to do that, Smitty. It ruins the channel when you start doing that. Commercials. Can you imagine you fire up the stream and you start getting commercials?
RFI problems with it at all. Like I had my Mackies that I used before. So I forget which one mentioned the RF suppression with the SSL gear is right on the money.
A little bit of a double there at the beginning, but yeah, caught you both actually. And yeah, it was me that brought it up. The SSL gear, they do a great job with the RF suppression, so I cannot complain.
Yeah, I just made a comment. Can you imagine, Smitty, if you go to fire up a stream, a live stream, and you start getting commercials? Wouldn't that just drive people crazy?
Well, being a YouTubeaholic like I am, I mean, first of all, I'm a YouTube engineer, I'm a YouTube mechanic, I'm a YouTube everything. I pay for YouTube. I've got the premium subscription, so I don't really see ads, but that would annoy the smack out of me if I was one of you non-paying folks.
Well, there's certain plugins you can get for your browser to do the same thing, and I use those plugins all the time. I'm just saying it just for me, that the extra like couple dollars that could make you. I mean, and we're talking about our numbers, right? Ham radio numbers. We're not talking about 100K views at every live stream we do. I'm just saying, Smitty, that $5 you get in your pocket, whatever, is not worth the hassle to do monetizing. So I get it, Greg. I'm the same way, man. It's not worth it.
Why alienate your audience?
Well, let me see if I got it. Two things. Number one, I watched a video today, and I'm not monetized, and I get a bunch of people complaining in my chat about commercials. Google will put in commercials on any YouTube channel that they have people watching, because I have 25,000 subscribers. They see the 10,000 views they get a month, and they go, oh, we're gonna make money off you. Number two thing actually I want to mention is I want to be able to announce on ham radio that I'm live streaming to bring people in to see what I'm doing. And if I monetize, I think that would be a conflict of interest, and I don't want to break that legally and morally for better for worse, if that makes sense.
I don't know if that is a conflict of interest, because you're not promoting a product, you're just promoting your transmission. That's kind of a gray line there. But my big take on that is it's a morally thing. It's like you're trying to make money off fellow hams, and I don't think that's a good thing.
We had a discussion about this too regarding whether it's broadcasting or whether we're transmitting, and I think there's a fine line there. I don't think either of you are broadcasting necessarily as far as the FCC is concerned, but I can see that concern. And
let's see if I got it. Okay, another couple quick things. First thing is I spent $500 of my own money before I started getting a lot of views to check and see if this was legal, which it is, according to the lawyer that I talked to, a broadcast lawyer. Number two, the way that the lawyer mentioned the broadcasting of ham radio, that broadcasting of ham radio is for me to like broadcast on ham radio, meaning I am broadcasting like music or I'm like just talking one way to somebody. And the retransmission part of it is retransmitting another station onto ham radio. So if I retransmission somebody other than like whatever, I think the legal thing in the rule book is the space station or the space shuttle or something like that. As far as I'm doing it on another medium, it's open. That goes into the regular frequencies of RF rules of the FCC, which if it's on broadcast, it's pretty much out to get there.
Yeah, that makes sense. I just put I didn't get the lawyer when I looked into it. I just did a ChatGPT query about it, and it said that it's not legal as long as you're transmitting your voice and you're just talking to your ham radio buddies like you normally would in a normal queue. So there's nothing illegal about recording that and streaming it live on YouTube. So that's what ChatGPT told me.
I'm catching up on the YouTube chat here. Steven has a lot of good information there. So, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Good stuff.
Hey, between the two streams, you probably have 50 people watching.
Yeah, and my stream's so young. I mean, but the most concurrent users I've ever had on a live stream was I think 70 users, and that was concurrent, and that was right before I left and shut down my stream for 8 weeks or 7 weeks when I went to New Zealand. So I'm kind of curious, Greg, what's the most concurrent users you've ever had on your stream when you're streaming amateur radio? Was it over 100?
I don't know. For some reason, something kicked in. I live streamed on the way home from on the way home from work, and the reason why I'm saying Dodger Stadium is I put it in my description. And I was on my 5100 in my car, my ID 5100, and I was on D-Star reflectors, and I just had my video of myself in my car facing me, not the road, and me talking on D-Star on like 30 Charlie or whatever for like an hour and a half, and I had 2,300 people watching at one point.
Wow.
Holy crap! So you're just on D-Star, like on reflectors, doing like 1 Charlie or something?
Non-ham radio people, and they're like, what is this? Why am I watching this? What are you doing? And I got a bunch of emails after I gave out my email on the stream and asking me about ham radio, and I copied and pasted a couple things on there about looking up about being an operator. But yeah, that was probably my most successful live stream. And I had a video of I get a lot of people asking me about electric cars and having ham radio in it, so I did a short that was less than 1 minute at 58 seconds, and I got almost 300,000 views or something like that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wow. It's crazy how like the stupidest thing will go viral, huh?
Yeah, you never know. So you got to be careful what you say, because you wake up the next morning. I put up stupid like shorts, and they'll get like 40,000 views. So I don't understand it. And I'll put out something I really put some effort in, and I'll get like 150 views. So it doesn't make sense, and you just got to go with the flow with it.
Yeah, I mean, and if you really try to monetize it, right, that's a whole different game. But if you're just putting stuff up to have fun and not worrying about monetizing it, then I don't really care how many people view. The whole reason I do this is so people can hear ESSB. That's all I care about. And the more people that understand and get to experience how ESSB sounds, hopefully the more people will understand that there is a reason why we run wide, and they won't, maybe they won't get upset when they see a wide signal.
Frequency, that's what it's meant to be for. And I didn't reply, but I was just like, oh, whatever.
Oh yeah, we get that all the time, and Smitty did a whole presentation on that to his club, right, Smitty?
I did. Yeah, we hear that all the time, and I've done my research, and again, I think that comes from folks. I feel bad saying the word ignorant because that sounds so derogatory, but I think it's just a lack of knowledge and understanding. We always hear like, why are you wasting the bandwidth? And we're not wasting the bandwidth. If you are using light gear, you would know that it wasn't a waste of bandwidth. We're just utilizing the bandwidth differently than you use it. And so many 3K stations end up squirting out to 6K or 7 or even 10K at times with IMD. They're using the bandwidth very inefficiently where we are using it for audio. So, yeah, there's a lot of different ways to look at it, but it's kind of an ignorant statement from somebody that doesn't understand what we're doing and can't hear it.
And Craig, as you get more viewers, because I think you will. Make sure I got it there. You're going to get a lot of people critiquing stuff, and you're going to get a lot of messages on stuff. So if people are critiquing you, that's good, because then you got people watching you. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, I understand. I've already had a couple emails from people, just like stupid things, comments. One time a jammer came on and they basically told me it's illegal to have profanity on amateur radio. And I'm like, dude, that's a jammer. I didn't even reply to the guy, but it's like if a jammer comes along, you do your best, right, to mitigate it and move on. But a couple of things here and there may get through the streams, and nothing you can really do about that. Except, or if you want to go and post-edit it after you get done, maybe that's what I should have done, but I don't have time for that.
Greg, you had a jammer, if I recall, that was recording your CQs and playing it back. I remember watching one of your streams, and you were talking on the stream, listening to yourself calling CQ.
Yeah, that's what they do. They record you, or they record a snippet and they play it back over and over again. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I used to always be on the Papa system, the Win system, many years ago, back in the early 2000s. I didn't do any of that stuff anymore, Greg. I stopped doing the link systems.
I don't really talk too much on repeaters unless I'm like doing something with somebody, like meeting up or something. But I just was mentioning because people will do weird stuff with your call sign and do stuff with your voice. And I have jammers that follow me around constantly. In fact, when I did a POTA last week in Vegas, I think it was last week, and I was obviously they don't know where I'm at because the airwaves. But as soon as they start yelling my call sign out, and I told him what frequency I was on YouTube.
I'm losing him. Yeah, I saw you out in the desert there. Are you planning on moving out there or something, Greg, or is that why you're out there looking at a place to move?
Well, yeah, I would definitely like to get out of my situation here in California at some point, just because of the expense. I love it here, but for retirement in a few years, I'm saying maybe between 5 and 9. Definitely, that's one of the places that I'm thinking about. I was out there looking at houses for some local proposal. I have been chatting with the folks over in and Bill out there and trying to
Oh man, I'm losing it, Greg. I think the band is going along. Well, hey man, it was fun chatting while the band was in, but we'll catch you later, Greg. You and Smitty can continue chatting. I just can't hear you anymore. N6MUD, San Diego.
No. We always have a stool here. We always have an EGG stool kind of warmed up and waiting for you, so don't be shy. I'm sorry. And hello to everybody on the K6 EGG live stream as well from the ESSB Audio Outlaws. I don't know what I was doing there. Take care, man. 7-3. Whiskey Golf Echo. Do I have that right?
Yes, you do.
Well, you have got something wicked in your audio, my friend. Where are you reaching out to us from?
Wow, that was all distortion.
That.
One second. I wonder if this is the same guy that we had a couple nights ago that had distorted audio on their K4.
This is an Icom 751 Alpha. I just picked up. I've been listening to you guys for a while, so I thought, well, I'm going to hear what they say about my audio.
Oh, it's got some serious problems.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. You've got a lot of problems. It's there's plenty of signal, but I'm having a hard time understanding you.
I'm backing off on the mic. Is that making it better?
What did you say? You backed off from the mic? Is that what you said?
I'm backing off the mic. Does that make it better?
No, there's something wrong there. Maybe it's a bad connection. Maybe it's RF in the audio path there. Craig, any ideas?
Yeah, first of all, I wouldn't transmit too much right now because it sounds like you could be doing damage to your radio. But if you want to hear how you sound, just check out. We're streaming live on YouTube, so go to YouTube, type in N6MUD, my call sign, and bring up the stream and play it back, and you'll hear yourself. It sounds like there's some serious issues with the radio. I'm not even sure if it's RF at this point, Smitty. It sounds like something's wrong with the radio.
Okay, because I don't have any busbar. It's got a tune to resonant inverted dipole.
Could you have like an impedance mismatch on the microphone? Is it stock microphone, or what are you using in a microphone?
It's a vintage SM6 Icom microphone.
Is that the stock microphone for that radio?
No. I think he said he's using an SM, like an SM30 or an SM50 desk mic. Just say QSL if we've got that close.
Yes, Smitty. It could be something with the microphone, but yeah, I would seriously refrain from transmitting until you figure this out because you could hurt the radio.
And we don't want you to burn that radio up, man. And it doesn't. It definitely. We hear a lot of weird audio, and that there's something weird going on there, my man.
Okay, I'll use my spare 745 then. I'll look at this. Okay, guys.
Okay, well that last one's a little bit clearer, but you still have some crazy. It's almost like that last transmission you're overdriven, but the one prior to that you're broken up and fuzzy. So I don't know. But listen to yourself. Listen to yourself on the stream, or listen to yourself on an SDR, like a Kiwi, and you'll get a feeling for what we're talking about.
Okay, could be I'm talking too close to the mic. Is this any better?
You're getting better. It's still fuzzy around the edges, but you're getting better. Could you turn down the mic gain almost all the way down?
How about this?
Okay, it's getting better. What do you think, Smitty?
Well, I'm having a harder time pulling him out from the noise now, so the signal has gone down a bit for me, so I'm not hearing him as well. But you know what it sounded like there, and I was trying to think of what it sounded familiar to. It sounded like you were on a repeater, picket fencing. As weird as that is to say out loud, that's what it sounded like. But
Okay, this 7281. Turn the mic gain down.
Yeah, so now your audio is clean, but we can barely hear you. It's so soft and quiet, it's tough to copy you.
Okay, so I'm going to turn the commander on. Is this any better?
No, that introduced a bunch of fuzz and it sounded terrible.
Okay.
It might be a bad microphone.
Well, anyway, I appreciate it. I really do.
All right, well, good luck. But yeah, something's going on there. Check it out. It sounds like it's you got a new used radio. So hopefully the person who sold it to you didn't sell it to you knowing that it sounded like that.
what's the model?
It's a 751 Alpha. It's a late serial number, 7000 serial number, so it's the last model of the 751 Alpha Icom.
Okay, a 751. I actually had to look that up, but I know what radio you have here. And I'm trying to find the mic connector here and see if it's easy for you to just... Is that still the standard mic connector that even the 7300 uses? Because I tried just picking up another mic to start there.
TSM6, which works with my 745, and it plugs right in. It's a 5-pin connector.
All right. Well, good luck, man. I'm having a tough time copying now too. You're getting weaker, but hopefully you can figure out the issue there.
Okay, I know what mic you're using here. You said you're using an SM6.
I don't know how hard I'm hitting you RF-wise, but you're saying it's kind of undermodulated now.
Go ahead, Smitty.
Yeah, you are underdriving now for sure. And you're using the that was a Sierra Mic 6?
That's correct.
Okay, I know that microphone. I've actually seen one of those. It could be the mic. I mean, you know, it'd be worth ruling that out first. Again, there's something weird going on there for sure. I hope it's not radio related, but you'll know that for sure if you try. Maybe do you have a hand mic that you can swap out?
No, but I'm going to get one, and then I'm going to use my spare radio. Between these two radios, I'll listen to myself, just do the small stuff, blank senders. I'll see how this radio sounds on the 745. And I have one mic, but I'll get another one.
All right, well, don't be shy. Like Craig said, you can go back and pull the stream up and then just roll back a little bit and listen to yourself. You can even do it right now while it's live. So check that out. That's going to give you exactly how we're hearing you. And yeah, man, don't be shy. See if you can get another microphone, hook it up, come back out, and we'll give you a comparison. If we don't recognize your voice, it means that it really improved.
Oh wow. I'm going to copy that call sign down now, so you guys can repeat that.
Sure, absolutely. Go to YouTube and type in the following call sign. November 6, Mike Uniform Delta. I'll repeat. November 6, Mike Uniform Delta. And you can pull up, it's live right now, and just take the live feed and scooch back a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes, and listen to the replay as we go along here. And you'll hear exactly what we're talking about. You'll be like, oh my gosh, yeah, that is, we wouldn't call your baby ugly, but the baby, it's precious, but it's ugly.
I got you. Okay, well, I appreciate it. Maybe you can have the call sign to the other gentleman and 86 YTE.
Kilowatt 7, Mike India X-Ray.
Mike India X-Ray, Mr. Mix. Sounding good. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. Doing very well. Where are you transmitting from tonight?
I am transmitting from Las Vegas, Nevada.
A beautiful signal. Great audio. What's the rig?
The rig is a dinosaur. It's an FTDX 9000 Delta with a LM170 mic.
Very nice, and you're out to 4K. Yeah, it shows. Boy, that extra kilohertz audio does all the difference.
It sure does. Well, all you guys are sounding fabulous as usual.
Well, thanks for jumping in. What's the call again? Let me get you back in the log. I suffer from CRS, can't remember smack, and if I don't write it down, it just goes away.
I'm a member of that club too, so no worries. Kilowatt 7, Mike India X-Ray, and the name is Scotty. Sugar Charlie Ocean Tango Tango Yankee.
Oh, we know a bunch of Scotties. All right, Scott. Scotty number 3. Whoa, there's a 1 and a 2 already, but Scotty from Lost Wages. I love the call, man. Great call, K7MIX.
Yes, past profession, now retired.
Oh, yeah? Were you a cement mixer or a radio mixer or a DJ or what?
Pro audio, recording studio, and live sound reinforcement in theaters.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, right there with you. I'm actually an ex-radio disc jockey and audio engineer myself. And, yeah, I'm right there with you. Good call, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that for sure.
Yeah, and hey, Scott, good evening from San Diego, N6MUD, and the name's Craig, and sounding good out there, man. Good signal and good solid 4K audio. Sounds great.
Oh, thank you, Craig. It's my old hometown for sure. I miss San Diego daily. I grew up in the San Diego State College area, and then I ended up buying a house right there at the bottom of Chase in Chase and Avocado, I believe.
Oh, copy that. Yeah, I live a little bit inland, kind of by Miramar, the Miramar base. I live in a little town or a suburb called Tierra Santa.
I know it well. I used to four-wheel drive all those mountains before they developed it back in the 70s.
Oh, yeah. Mission Trails is my backyard. I used to do a lot of mountain bike riding there. So, well, good deal, man. Hey, thanks for stopping by. I don't think I've ever heard. I think I've heard the call sign, but I've never talked to you before. So if you want to hear how you sound, just check out the stream on YouTube, N6MUD, and you're booming, and I think you're at least 15 over the last time I looked.
Oh, very good. Thank you. I wrote that down, and I will do that. And by the way, both you guys are 15 over plus here in Las Vegas. And I was listening to your comment about running AES. That's what this station's running, and everything is +4 XLR all the way through.
Oh, all right, cool. Good to hear somebody else doing it. I'm +4 all the way in. Well, I'm +4 in, then I'm AES EBU all the way through the rack, and then I come out +4 into a DAC analog. And then, of course, the DAC then takes us into the computer. But that last step of the chain, I'm looking to swap out my DAC with a topping Delta 70 or a D70, and that will give me ASIO drivers for the machine, which will give me low latency and a good input into the computer itself. And then, of course, it has native AES EBU in, so I like that.
Oh, way to go, man. That's the way to go for sure. And by the way, I've been off the air for probably about, I think, 8 months since I got on this frequency. I talked to you guys before. I shut down the old shack and I moved it entirely to the other side of the house. What a project that was. Built a new room and ran underground conduits and all that. But the good thing is I don't have any RF in the shack at all. I was fighting it constantly because I was living literally underneath my log periodic antenna. And now it's on the other side of the house, and boy, I don't have any RF at all, so it's a beautiful thing.
Oh yeah, that digital air chain too, that helps.
Sure does.
Well, very good. You can tell you're an audio guy, because I'll tell you, you're squeezing as much out of that 4K as you can. Sounds good. Processing's just the right amount. It sounds solid. You should check out the stream. You'll know yourself. It sounds good.
Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. It's good to know I did something right here for sure. The other rig I have here to run is a TS990. And I got an Icom. I was listening to the other gentleman talk about the Icom he just picked up. I've got a 7800, and I've got it all set up and everything for DX. So when I go chasing the DX around, I jump over to that thing.
Man, the 990, that's a tank.
Oh, man. The amplifier is a Alpha 77SX, and I used to pick all this stuff up like no problem. And now, man, I get hurt just looking at it.
You look at it and you're like, oh, my lower back.
Oh, yeah. And if I try to screw with it, I end up having that lower back.
Yeah, I've only there's a guy that comes out here and hangs out a lot, and he's the manager of HRO in Sacramento. So I've gotten to test drive one in their showroom, and the 990s. It's a beautiful radio, no doubt about it. I mean, you got to have a desk that'll support it. My IKEA desk probably isn't up for the challenge.
Well, it's funny that you say that because I bought a desk. I knew better to do it, but I did it. I bought a desk off Amazon, and it said it was rated for 500 pounds. And I thought that was BS right out the gate, but I said, oh, what the hell? It's pretty cool looking, and so I bought the thing. And as soon as I put the 990 on it, it started dipping in the middle, and that's before I had the 9,000 up there along with a 7,800 and everything else that's got to go up on there. So I was going to trash it, but I thought, I could probably reinforce this thing. So I put some 3/4 inch plywood underneath it and a couple of 2x6s on the bottom, and now it's a real solid workbench. But it was a problem.
The things we do for this hobby.
Oh, I'll tell you, and I'll make you guys laugh about the 77s. I've got 2 of them, and they're on the floor. I mean, I rolled them in with a dolly, and all I had to do was get them up off the ground by about, 2.5 feet, maybe even that, onto some roll-around racks. And I just looked at that thing. I tried to pick it up. I'm like, oh, there is no way. And I actually took the transformers out of those things just to pick them up and put them on the rack and put the transformers back in.
Oh, yeah. Scotty, are you retired? Are you still working, or what's the work status?
I play music every once and again. I'm a keyboard player. I really like playing the Hammond B3 organ. I've got a super highly modified one here, and I do a little bit of studio work. But the gigs come in, and I just my heart just isn't in it anymore. I have to say so. And then I'll tell you something else that kind of ruined me, to be honest with you. I've worked with a lot of huge sound systems with, you name it, Myers and EAW and the rest of them, you name it. And I went to go hear the Eagles concert. Actually, I went to several of them over at the Sphere. And when I heard that audio, it just changes your perspective of audio. It's the absolute best perfect audio I've ever heard in my life, and it makes me not even want to get close to a line array again.
I hear ya. Yeah, I used to gig a lot myself, so not a musician. Well, actually, I take that back. I was a drummer. I say was because, sure, if I picked sticks up, I'd do all right, but I haven't practiced in 30 years, so that's a long lapse. But at any rate, I'm also a turntable DJ, or a turntablist, like classically trained, as I like to say. So I used to gig a lot doing live shows and things like that. But my heart stopped being in it as well. It felt the fun went away, and it started being just too much work. And at any rate, I ended up kind of pulling out of it. But But yeah, I know how you feel on that. Plus, I started having some issues with my hearing, and I value my hearing, and I didn't want to lose any more of it. And obviously, gigging and well, you really got to take care of your ears, as you know, as a musician, and even as a DJ. To be frank with you, I ignored it a lot of times, and after a while, I thought to myself, yeah, this is not sustainable.
Oh yeah, I hear you, and I have my share of tinnitus. I live with it nightly, so I have to fall asleep with the TV on low usually, and have a timer turned off because the ring is always there, and it's just it's part of the deal, that's for sure. So yeah, I really have nothing but respect for being a DJ, man. I've worked with a lot of DJs and I worked with a lot of stations over the years doing production work for them. Mighty 690 and D100 FM in San Diego back in the day, KGB, KSDA back when they were around. And I remember the old Sparta boards. You probably worked on those things. And I'm trying to remember the name of those old turntables. Were they QRKs or KRKs or something like that?
I don't know about the turntables. I got into radio, so I was a radio DJ back in the 90s, and then went into radio engineering, kind of switched and went behind the microphone for a long time. But when I was in front of the microphone, we were already on carts and CDs at that point. I think CDs are relatively new, but we still were running most stuff off cart. So never was in it during the turntable era. Me, though, I've always used Technics 1200 MK2s, and then I graduated up to an M3D, and I actually still have a pair of M3Ds here in the shack. One of them I use pretty regularly just to listen to classic vinyl and all that, and then the other one just kind of sits there and looks cool, but turntable number 2 hasn't been turned on in a while.
Oh, very cool, very cool. Do you, by any chance, know a guy, he has been on the air for a long, long time, and he used to hang out at 75 years quite a bit. Jim Watkins, KI6GU, does that ring a bell?
It does. The name Jim Watkins certainly does.
Yeah, he was a broadcast engineer in L.A. forever, and on the air. He used to be on radio once and again, but he went to KTLA and I think KTTV, if I remember right. But he was another really, really wide-eyed guy back in the day. He had I think it was a Yaesu 1000 Mark II, and he opened that thing up to, I think, 6 or 8 wide. And it was funny to hear the complaints come in. There's nobody on at 75 meters, with 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, but they'd still come in and complain.
Yeah, we get that. We get that pretty regularly. Folks will come out and be like, why are you wasting bandwidth? And I'm like, well, to you we're wasting bandwidth, but if you can open up and hear it, you'd understand that we're just utilizing bandwidth different than you do.
I heard your explanation, and it was absolutely perfect.
Well, thank you. Thanks for the flowers. Appreciate that. Yeah, you're sounding great up here. Guys, I got to clear out of here. I apologize. I've got a super early conference call. I just looked at the clock, and I'm thinking to myself, the last couple nights I haven't been sleeping very good. I'm waking up, feel like I'm in a cloud my first few hours of work. So I'm going to try to hit the hay a little early here tonight. Craig, good talking to you, brother. Nice having the stream on the air tonight. And Scotty number 3, good hearing you as well, man. Don't be shy. Get out here. It sounds like you're going to fit in quite well with this group. So don't be shy. We got Jeff up there in northern Nevada. He bounces back and forth between Fallon and Carson City. And there's a lot of us out here, ex-broadcast engineers or audio enthusiasts, so you're in good company, and we will always have a stool available when you want to sit down here and chat with us. It is. It is. Easy to remember, right? You're Scotty, I'm Smitty, and my call is Whiskey Bravo 1 Golf.
That's an easy one, Whiskey Bravo 1 Golf. Excellent, Smitty. Well, thank you so much for letting me in, man. It's always a pleasure to talk to you guys, and yeah, I will come around and say hi to you guys more often. It's been a pleasure to answer as long as I have, but it's definitely getting to that fun stage, so we got a few bucks to work out to the shack, but always listening, and I'll check in there and say hi to you guys again. Well, Tim, it's a pleasure meeting you as well, and 73 to both you guys, and we'll catch you next time. This is Phil 17 Mike in X-Ray Las Vegas. We'll be giving you a QRT on your phone.
Hey, you know what? You're K7 Mr. Mix, and I'm W Mr. Big, Big Signal. There we go. All right, man. 7-3 to you, Scotty number 3. Craig, I'll give it to you, man. Sorry, didn't mean to dominate.
Oh, no worries there. And Scotty, the band went long there, so I can copy a bit. It's a tough copy. So catch you later, Smitty. It's been a fun night, and hopefully we'll catch you out here tomorrow night, Friday. Have a good evening, everyone. And I'm probably going to kill the stream here in a short amount of time. So last call for anyone that wants to check in via RF and hear how they sound on the stream. N6MUD San Diego. Have a good evening, guys.
Yeah, 7-3, bud. Good talking to you as always. Tomorrow's Friday fun day, so we'll be back here. We'll be transmitting and we'll be streaming and all that good stuff, and I will be looking forward to that. We got no excuses at that point. WB1G73, bud.
All right, last call. Anyone on YouTube or anyone who just wants to hear how they sound on the stream? This is N6MUD San Diego listening. All right, I'm gonna pull the plug here, guys. Have a good evening. It's been fun. Catch you tomorrow night.